Hey guys, welcome back as always, and it's time to go balls deep. So I know this is a question floating around in the community regarding Snake Sage Mode, because I for one am asking myself, like, what is this awesome transformation Mitsuki showcases in Boruto, and how powerful is it? Is it different from Toad Sage Mode that Naruto uses, or even more powerful than that? Let's attempt to answer some questions we have and what may be in the future. The first thing we all need to understand, I guess, is what is Sage Mode anyways? How do you unlock it and what does it consist of? Let's do a basic premise. Well, Sage Mode seems to be one of the most powerful jutsu in the entire Naruto universe. Jiraiya showcased Sage Mode for the first time with an imperfect form against Pain and still took out a few number of them whilst facing 6 at once, whilst not knowing his enemy at all or what his techniques are. His student Naruto perfected the technique and took out 5 forms on his own, keeping in mind experienced jonin at the time such as Kakashi was struggling with 2 paths. Yeah, it's an insane jutsu, right? Let's not forget Hashirama, the first Hokage, used Sage Mode too, and it's pretty much made him a god, outclassing Madara Uchiha with perfect Susanoo, and with Hashirama's death, a literal war broke out because of it. Imagine being that powerful that your political stance stops the whole world from destroying one another. Check out our war series on Naruto on what happened in the first Shinobi conflict for more information regarding this. Next up is Kabuto. Kabuto gained Sage Mode and took on Sasuke and Itachi Uchiha at once until a broken dojutsu Izanami with a bit of Dark no Jutsu here and there proved to be too powerful for the plot. So with all of that summed up, we can pretty much come up with the conclusion that Sage Mode is quite ridiculous. It's like a Super Saiyan transformation and Mitsuki, a 12-year-old boy, has it. Sage Mode is different type of jutsu compared to normal stuff that uses spiritual and physical energy the user has. Sage Mode gains another type of chakra called natural energy, which, you guessed it, it's kinda everywhere. It's a source of energy that a trained ninja can access, which is like another sense they can feel. It provides the user a new type of jutsu called Senjutsu, aka Sage Jutsu, which other people wouldn't have access to, and that's a massive advantage over others. The major reasons why Sage Mode is overpowered is because it powers up everything, all your taijutsu, ninjutsu and genjutsu for the user as well. Now we can see this be showcased recently with Mitsuki in episode 39 of Boruto, in which even against Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sannin, he was impressed with it and couldn't stop him or see him in time. He also used it against Shino and made him scared, or Urashiki Otsutsuki, saying it's a dangerous power and yanked his natural energy away from him. Mitsuki has unlocked specifically the Snake Sage Mode. It seems to kinda be like the dragon transformation, similar to what Kabuto said and had.
珍しいな。お前がそこまで意志を見せるとは。こういう試験はあまり興味がないかと思っていたが。
僕はボルトを助けたいし、一緒に合格して忍者になりたい。それともう一つ。
Shut the fuck up, I will fucking laser you with alien fucking eyes and explode your fucking head.
Huh? I mean, Sage Mode doesn't just stop there, it also increases the sensory ability of a ninja, sensing and seeing things that's happening far away and what's coming at them. Kinda like Ultra Instinct, where they do not see what's coming at them or having to look. This increases their fighting ability, dodging skills and versatility. Naruto has displayed this ability multiple times. Madara Uchiha, after taking Hashirama chakra and so on and so forth, has this ability too, and they showcased it. So Mitsuki himself has a different type of senjutsu compared to what we have seen beforehand. He has unlocked the snake version of Sage Mode, whilst Naruto has Toad. Different types of Sage Mode seem to have different abilities and teachings. Mitsuki's Sage Mode seems to be just as overpowered as we have seen it before. It's unique in the way in which we have snakes floating around and a blue chakra aura. Is this aura different from the Toad Sage Mode? It seems so because Orochimaru and Log noticed it, but who knows, it seems similar to Naruto, and Naruto showcased this aura against Pain whilst punching one of them and destroying them with force. They could not see the aura even with their Rinnegan. The perk behind Sage Mode or Snake Sage Mode is that it heightens your abilities in general, allowing certain reflexes, jutsus and more powerful attacks towards your opponents. Thus why Naruto was able to take down all of the Pain and Kabuto being able to fight 2 elite prodigy Uchiha. It usually takes years however to train, but with Naruto being an exception due to his chakra capacity being much more massive compared to the other 8 Sage Mode users such as Minato, Madara, Hashirama, Orochimaru, Kabuto, Hagoromo, Jiraiya and Jugo. These are the only shinobi up to date in which have mastered their Sage Mode ability, essentially becoming a 6th sense to them. But to think about it, a kid like Mitsuki having this mastered is kinda unbelievable. It seems to be more of a pure Sage Mode than Kabuto, since Kabuto admitted he merged Orochimaru's cells within himself and kinda, I think, a bit of Hashirama too, just to achieve this form. So it is likely, logically speaking, with Mitsuki that he has mastered Sage Mode due to genetically being modified by his father to be perfection. This also gives reason why Orochimaru does not want him to be discovered, because all this research and political stance would be questioned.
そう、私がオロチマル。そしてあなたの親。
僕の親？
そうよ。
そもそもあなたは僕の父親、母親、どっちなんですか？
I'm gay.
3 of the Sage Mode users are Hokage. This is Kishimoto's way of telling the audience that Sage Mode isn't one of those abilities that can be mastered easily, and it isn't for everyone. This makes Mitsuki even more special and reason to believe he has something unique with his version. Wielding Snake Sage Mode is even more rare and harder to get than Naruto's Toad Sage Mode, mainly because of the only 2 shinobi being able to attain the power, as well as because the fucking snake in Ryuchi Cave decides to bite and poison you before deciding to even teach you. Like, what the f***, man? Why do you gotta be so rude?
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
The frogs, on the other hand, are friendly and will give the opportunity to whom they seem fit and is worthy of their time. We do understand that Orochimaru had to probably go through endless trials with Ryuchi Cave, because unlike Toad Sage Mode, it seems as though Snake Sage Mode comes with a bigger sacrifice. The snake uses its fangs to bite and inject a person with natural energy. According to the legend, if the body can withstand the snakification, the White Snake Sage will accept it without reservation. So this would lead us to believe that Mitsuki has already gone through the snakification, because he already uses the snake-like jutsu and can stretch his arms just like Orochimaru and what the snakification provides to you. The only details we have so far and from Orochimaru is that this is called Power of the White Snake, where you gain the ability to heal any injuries and turn into a giant white snake. Increased regeneration is provided to you. Orochimaru can also reconnect his body with snakes should it be bisected. He can also shed his skin to regurgitate a new body, free from all damage. Now, we do not know if Mitsuki has these abilities, but he may develop into an adult that is capable of doing so. Since Mitsuki is genetically created, we can only assume for now what his father has put inside him is the genes to be the person that he is. Every Sage Mode has an animal leader, as Toad Sage Mode has Gamamaru, and Snake Sage Mode also has a serpent leader known as the Great White Snake. There isn't much covered on the White Snake Sage and his teachings. Kabuto at one point came across Ryuchi Cave and was taught the ways of the snake. He had learned Senjutsu at his time there, and the snake's equivalent to Sage Mode. Since this has happened, Orochimaru after the 4th war has been researching for around 12 to 15 years since the time has passed, so it's likely a clue towards him exceeding the form and making it improved and perfect. We have Orochimaru do this this before, because the transformation based curse seal mark Juin Jutsu he created was achieved by studying Jugo's body after he failed himself from gaining Sage Mode due to not having the body for it. So by studying Jugo's body, Orochimaru discovered that he has the innate ability to passively absorb natural energy. It also secretes specially bodily fluids that react to contact with Senjutsu chakra, causing immediate physical alternations with further controlled shape-shifting quality to the user's body. This is likely and explains why Mitsuki can activate Sage Mode whenever he wants, as if it was a switch, much like Jugo can shapeshift. This is why his Snake Sage Mode ability is even more overpowered and has manifested chakra snakes and horns like a dragon. It's perfection and gaining all the benefits Sage Mode can provide to someone without much downside. Maybe that's why Mitsuki can activate Sage Mode whenever he wants to, because he's absorbing the chakra, and I guess I already explained that. This also again explains further why Orochimaru says Mitsuki will one day surpass him in power. The final thing I want to talk about is Ryuchi Cave, which directly translates to Dragon Ground Cave. It's basically an unexplored place that is the home of the snakes. The snakes we know that live there include the White Snake Sage, along with Aoda, Manda, who is now dead due to Sasuke's battle with Orochimaru, there's Manda too, and the 3 snakes that attacked the Leaf Village. The boss and the leader of this place is called the White Snake Sage. Recently, he received new information about him, and the data book it says the boss of Ryuchi Cave that gives off the miraculous authority, the Snake Sage that reigns in Ryuchi Cave, which takes the name of an unexplored region that, people don't know about. His huge white frame becomes one of the vast land on top of the lengthy sacred sea, and he injects natural energy by piercing his fangs into the ones who come there to train. They say that he swallows those whose body who couldn't stand it and turn into a whole snake. So he basically eats you if you suck. That's just so crazy. The White Snake Sage was also born in April. I don't know why they wanted to tell us that, but he's also described to be eccentric and highly proud. So, as always, let me know your opinion on Sage Mode and Mitsuki's version of it and how it has been achieved in the comment section below, and I'll be here to respond. Remember to follow me on Twitter or Instagram and hit the notification button for the next video we post, and I'll see you next time.